Good evening, guys. Thank you for logging into my channel once again. Thank you for your support. And today I want to share some information with you all because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the different types of roles that birds sing, So there are some persons who having a little trouble identifying what role is this called as against what role this is called. And if you're new into the game, this video will help you have a better understanding of what is the role called and how it sounds, and you'll be able to identify what role your bird sings if it sounds similar to any of the roles that I am going to um, play for you today, and identify them. All right, so for the first role that I'm going to play is actually our local role here in Trinidad, right? I'm going to play that role. So this is what our local role sounds like. All right, so not the bird in the background. The role that was just played there, that role is our local role. Some people say the sweetest local role comes from Matlat and whatnot and whatnot. But that is exactly what our Trinidad and Tobago local chiquichong, as we call them, or bullfinch role sounds like. The next role that I'm going to play for you will be the Brazilian role. All right, now listen carefully to it. Brazil have a few different types of role, but I think this particular role is one that is mostly sought after. They love this role a lot. They like all the roles, but this one in particular I think is one that they sought after a lot. So listen to how the Brazilian, or they call their birds Curio, role sounds like. Okay, so that was pretty long, right? So that role, I believe the name this call is, if I pronounce it correctly, is Paragrande, right? So that's the Brazilian Curio role. It's a very long, repetitive type of role. So they use that role in competition to see which one of their birds could sing the longest, as opposed to how many roles a bird might sing in a 15 minutes or half an hour. All right, so the next role I'll play for you will be the Guyanese role, right? The Guyanese birds are called locally in Guyana the Tawa Tawa. All right, so I'm going to play that role for you. Pay attention to that role. In the Guyanese role, there is no wheat. All right, in the in the Curio role, you will hear wheat. In the the Veni role, you will hear wheat, right? But particularly in the Guyanese role, and our local role, there's no wheat. All right, there's more drawl in the role. All right, so listen to the Guyanese role now. Alright, so that was the Guyanese role. I have some birds here that just can't hear any strange role at all, so sorry about the little background birds in the background. Right, but I think you all get the picture, right? This is the Guyanese role. I could play it again for you so you could hear it. Alright. Alright, so that was the Guyanese role. The next role that I will play for you, and you know, these roles that I'm going to play now, it have a little bit of contention in terms of what is what, in terms of how the bird sing it and how the bird pronounce the role. Alright, some people might say titio wheat, some might say wheat titio, some say withdrawal, etc. etc. You know, the thing about it is titio wheat, good role. Wheat titio is good role. Withdrawal is good role. It all depends on which one you like, alright, and which one appeals to you, which one you like to listen to. Me personally, for listening pleasure, I like withdrawal, right? I could sit down and listen to a withdrawal bird whole day. I just love our withdrawal bird songs. I like the titio wheat and the wheat titio birds as well, right? Because some of them they sing it real slow and nice and pronounce it real correct and nice and have a nice deep wheat. But the withdrawal, the little variation in the role, it's just soothing for me to listen to. So that's why I like the withdrawal role, and that's the role that I mind. Alright, so the roles I'm going to play now will be the birds that come from Venezuela, which is predominantly what we have here in Trinidad. We do not have our own local birds, unfortunately. We don't have as many as the Venezuelan birds. Alright, so I'm going to play the withdrawal role, which is the role I prefer. I'm going to play that role for you first so that you can hear the difference. Alright, so the bird in the background actually is singing withdrawal as well, so I could have probably just let him sing. Alright, so that was the withdrawal role, and now I'm gonna play the other Venezuelan role, the one that a lot of birdmen has. This is called titio wheat. Alright, I'll play it one more time. Right, real simple. That is the titio wheat role. The wheat titio role, I wouldn't bother to play the wheat titio role because it's basically the teacher wheat role, except when the bird starts singing the role, he will sing wheat before he sings the teacher wheat wheat. He starts with wheat in front, so that's why I call wheat teacher. Teacher wheat, the bird starts teacher wheat wheat, right? Wheat teacher wheat, wheat, right? Wheat teacher wheat. That'll be wheat teacher, right? Which will sound something like, right? That'll be the wheat teacher. The teacher wheat is teacher wheat wheat, teacher wheat wheat. Krr krr at the end. If it have the krr krr at the end, well, you know, then the bird singing the piece of the wheat drawl, right? So I think that might help clarify there for you. The withdrawal bird will sing basically the wheat teacher with piece of drawl in the end. Right? Some withdrawal birds sing a lot of heavy drawl in the end of the roll. Right? But those are kind of hard to find. You used to find more of those type of birds. Long time ago, they had a bird named Rack, and he used to sing a really nice withdrawal roll, right? The Guyanese roll, our local roll, has no wheat in it. If you hear a Guyanese bird or a local bird singing any wheat, probably is because they pick it up from a Veni bird here. Alright, so I think that covers it for now. If you all have any questions, you all can hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button. Alright, so thank you guys. Be safe. God bless.